fast. I was talking to Mendy last night at dinner. He's like, dude, that guy's stuff was at times unhittable. And so I think you're going to look back at this trade and go, oh, that's how Cleveland got Ortiz?
And I'm in love with the good life. Can't give it up. Make it to the top. Keep climbing. I wanna live it up. The good life. I'm coming up. I'm coming up. The good life. Good life. Oh, good life. Good life. Good life. Yeah.
Boom, coming in hockey shitty. I did it again, dude. I kind of like that. Maybe that's a new one.
You're on every show. You're doing this podcast. You might be the most recognizable face at the winter meetings. You are on air literally all day and streaming.
I actually was.
It's crazy.
I actually was, man. It's great, man. Being here at the winter meetings is just so fun, dude. It's so much action. But I must admit, I had an incredible dinner last night. It was like one of the we went out to this nice steakhouse. It was me, D-Row, Phil Nevin was there, Adam Katz, Booney and Mendy's agent. So wow. Booney was there. Derek Shelton was there. Just a bunch of it was some good buddies, and
awesome.
we had a great dinner, Prime Steakhouse, and then I hung out a little bit when we got back to the hotel. So
nice.
That's dude. Not that's a late night for me, dude. You know what I'm saying?
No, Sean Casey's in bed at least 4 hours before any of this every night. But that's amazing. Hey, so we got some action, some big time action. Yankees go get Fried, dude. Paid him the most any lefty's ever made. What do you think?
Well, I think the one thing was Plan B was in motion as soon as Soto was gone. I mean, Cashman, those guys, they had some stuff lined up. Fried's a guy that they definitely wanted. He's had 4 years with over 170 innings. When healthy, man, this guy's one of the best pitchers in baseball. So it took an 8-year deal, 218. That's kind of how the Yankees like it, to spread out the annual value. Not have to pay guys too much money up front. But the Aaron Judge deal, though, looks like a steal now.
Right? Isn't that crazy?
It's
absolutely crazy.
So funny. But yeah, Max Fried, man, he's a ground ball pitcher. He's great for that park. That's why I think, too, be interesting to see if they go get a third baseman. Because, like I said, Max Fried's going to put the ball on the ground and have, all your defenses have that. You got Volpe's Gold Glove over there at short. You got Jazz. I don't know if Jazz is going to play third or whatever he's going to play. But, defensively, you want to be good for a guy like Max Fried.
Yeah. Well, one guy you're not getting at third base is apparently Nolan Arrenado. I have the list of his teams that he would waive his no trade clause to. It's an interesting one. Dodgers, Padres, Phillies, Mets, Red Sox, Angels, no Yankees.
Wow.
Isn't that surprising?
Wow, that's really surprising.
It's not like New York, I guess. But anyway, there is Arrenado there. There's also, I'm wondering, it's funny, the fan base here in New York wants Pete Alonso back with the Mets now. All of a sudden they're getting greedy. And I don't know you put up a potential lineup with Soto in there and bringing back Pete Alonso, and it's maybe the best lineup in baseball. It's pretty interesting. I don't know. You think they should give it?
I do. Cohen's got the money to do it. And, dude, Pete Alonso, man, I did a little breakdown on him yesterday. You got to pay for power, dude. Mm-hmm. And the best ability is availability. Guy plays 162 games. And, dude, here's the other thing. When you dive deep into Pete Alonso and guys are talking about his defense, I did a deep dive yesterday. Bro, as a first baseman, what you want is you want to if you're an infielder, you want a guy that can pick the ball. I don't care if the guy can't go to his right. Right. What I care about is if I have to make a play and get rid of it, can you pick me up? Can you scoop it out of the dirt? He's the best in baseball, dude, by far. 39 picks last year. The next guy was like 26, Ty France. And then on down the line. Dude, Alonso's footwork, the way he picks the ball is elite. He's literally the best in the business. So, the defensive metrics don't show up the way, that he doesn't, rate well. Because
rate well statistically. But
yeah, exactly. But, dude, who gives a crap? What you want from a first baseman is to be able to scoop it out of the dirt. If you're the best in the business, Sign me up. So Pete Alonso, makes that defense better by being over there. There's no doubt about it. So I'd love to. I would be weird to see the polar bear anywhere else, but in New York. I feel like now too, with paying the money you paid to Soto, you could still afford to bring Alonso in and pay him too. The biggest thing is though, dude, they need pitching.
Yeah,
I mean, you got right now. Who do you have? You have Dave Peterson. You have Tyler McGill. You have Frankie Montas, and you have Clay Holmes. That ain't getting it done, dude. You have Clay Holmes, who's a reclamation project.
Yeah, I think they have to sign Manaea. Huh? You need Manaea, and I think he's got to want to be back, and I think that's happening.
You need two more, bro.
Right. Well, there you go.
You need Manaea, and you need Manaea to be Manaea he was last 2 months. I mean, you're hoping like, oh man, pitchers get hot, hitters get hot. You're like, oh, great. You need him. You need that to be real. You need that drop down angle to be real. So like, you need Manaea to be next level. So you need Manaea, and you need one more. So.
Yeah, and last point on the pitching. And listen, we're going to come back on later if something really breaks heavy. So, because Sean's got a lot going on today. But as far as the pitching market is concerned today, you have the Red Sox, the Giants, the Blue Jays, the Yankees, the Mets. Who am I missing? I would never rule out the Dodgers getting another starter. But big-time teams are looking for pitching, either trading or signing. And I think that's what you're going to see today. Do you agree? Like, I think you're going to start seeing some pitching dominoes fall. I think because people are going to get nervous. Yeah. You got to be nervous walking out of here without any of these pitchers today.
Yeah. Oh, there's no doubt. And Corbin Burns is the next one to fall. I really think he's going to be going to San Francisco. It makes a lot of sense. He went to school out in St. Mary's out there, I believe, Northern California, kind of from out that way. That just makes sense to me. But he could go somewhere else too, because if teams, give him a lot more money, he could be going, wherever. So it's definitely true. And I'm on call today, Chich. So, I'm probably be able to call, they all on call and get back here at midnight to tell you that.
Oh, that's crazy.
A couple years ago when I was at the meetings, 2022, like Xander Bogaerts just signed for $298 million. You got to come back on set. I'm at dinner with like Sarah and a freaking runner sprinting to the set.
That's the worst. That's a tough one because you're constantly looking at your phone.
Yeah.
It's so stressful.
Dude, there was a silent. There was a quiet one yesterday. Andres Jimenez gets traded to the Blue Jays for Spencer Horwitz.
Right.
Which I looked at that trade. I'm like, interesting, because Spencer Horwitz is like 28 years old, I believe. Right. So like he's a late blooming guy, but nice approach. Hit some home runs last year. Really had a nice second half when he got called up for the Blue Jays. Andres Jimenez, dude, he's on a 8-year deal for $106 million. Mm-hmm. Dude, he's one of the best defenders in the game. His bat's pretty good, but could be better. So I think that was a great trade for both teams, but especially for Cleveland. But then Cleveland flipped it. Now this is where it gets interesting. They traded Horwitz to the Buccos, to the Pirates, who needed bats bad. I mean, look at the pitching. Oh, they're good. But they traded that Luis Ortiz.
Yes.
Dude, who is legit. I mean, I'm telling you, this could be like a top of the line starter. Like you don't see him, Chinch, because you see Skeens and Jared Jones and Mitch Keller and those guys. This guy's a stud, dude. Like a 3.3 ERA. With some nasty stuff. I was talking to Mendy last night at dinner, and he's like, dude, that guy's stuff was at times unhittable. And so I think you're going to look back at this trade and go, oh, that's how Cleveland got Ortiz?
That's a great point. Yeah. Also, 25 years old, team controlled through 2028.
That's it, dude.
You said before we came on, you should repeat this, like the Guardians know what they're doing.
Yeah, dude, yeah. I always feel like if you're involved with the Guardians, it's like when you're involved with the Rays. You're like, do they know something we don't know here?
yeah, exactly. All right. You have not got into the gym since you've been at the
Dude, it's like seriously 2 miles away, Change, and I got to run the gauntlet. You know me. I'm like, hey, how you doing? How we doing? That's why I'm the mayor, dude. I think we got
there you go, bro. I know.
Dude, I'm going to put on like a disguise to see if I can get to the gym.
Do it. That's awesome. All right, man, we'll get there. Get some action and work off some of those porterhouses you've been crushing.
I've been crushing some things. I'm hitting push-ups right before the show. You're like, I'm ready. I'm on hitting push-ups, getting going. I'm gonna get blood flow going. So, all right, man, dude, I love you tons, and
Yep.
Everyone out there, thanks for listening. We appreciate the subscribe, download, and also Breakthrough Pro January 5th coming to you.
There you
Take
go.
a look. Link in bio.
All right, brother.
All right, kids. We love you.
All right.
See you, bro.
Have a good day.